Well, welcome to My AI Live. Again, I apologize for not having a camera. My computer has decided to die right at this very moment, and even through trying to fix stuff, it's not working. But we can get through anything at any time. So we're just going to look at Coach Paul's pretty face, Coach Jenny's pretty face, Brenda's pretty face, all of your pretty faces, because honestly, it's all about you guys anyways, right? And we'll just put Blakester on the screen and all will be well, right? And here's the thing, the one thing that we can all learn from this is the truth is nothing's going to be perfect. Things are going to go wrong sometimes. It's how we handle those things that are going wrong that defines, our success, right? So we'll be fine. We're going to do this. Okay. So a couple of things I want to talk to you about. I'm going to share my screen because it will make a lot more sense to you if I share my screen at this point instead of being just a black now site that you're like, who is this matrix person talking? All right. So let me come over here and get this out of the way. Of course, you're going to find your recording here at the official corporate now site group. The official corporate now site group. If you are brand new, I apologize. My computer has decided to really do some really bad things at the most inopportune time. But if you want to know more about me, my name's Elizabeth Larson. I'm right here on the Facebook. You can come over here and check me out. All of my posts are made with the Nowsite system. So all of this I have made. This is where I live. I am I'm in La Jolla, California. And so all these posts are made with the Nowsite system though. So if you ever need an idea for a post or anything, feel free to come over here and just you use the stuff that's there. That's why I have it there. So you guys can gain benefit from it. All right, let's talk about a couple of things. First of all, when we come over to the Nowsite system, what I really wanted to talk to you about today was number 2. So right here, number 2 is what I really wanted to talk to you about today. So we know there's 3 things that we do each day, right? Number 1, can everybody see my mouse, first of all, spinning around? At least I've got that. Okay, good. All right, well, we're good there. Thank goodness. Okay, so we can post on social media. That's number 1. Number 2, what we do is comment on posts. And number 3, we start conversations, right? The truth is, we want everything we can get to come to this part right here of starting conversations. Everything is about conversations because in conversations, you're going to find out what the person needs. Will they benefit from your product? I know we think our product is for every single person on the planet, but there's a person that it's more for than others. Can we agree on that? There's a person that it's more for than others. Okay. So PJ here was a nurse diabetes counselor. Okay. She brilliant lady, right? Brilliant in her own right in all of this. Does a 20-year-old that doesn't have diabetes, is that her avatar? Probably not, right? But the person who's struggling with weight, with blood sugar, with energy, that probably is. So we want to think about the person that we want to have the conversation with. So the question I want you to think about today is, what problem do you solve? What problem do you solve? Mike solves the problem of weight. He's lost 70 pounds himself. He solves the problem of weight, right? Because he solved a problem for himself. Now he's going to go out and solve it for others. Coach Jenny, same thing, 70 pounds. We're part of the 70-pound club. She's lost weight. She solves a problem of weight, right? Okay. So Deborah, very, very brilliant lady as well, coach, and she solves the problem of people feeling like they can do what they need to do in their life and reach their dreams. Paul, he solves many problems. He solves the problem of needing support to find help in not drinking. He's 11 years sober now. So Paul also solves the problem with his patches. Paul, what's the other thing that your patches solve the problem of? Just real quick.
Um, well, 12 different inconveniences in your life. Let's put it
12,
that way.
12 inconveniences. That's a lot of problems that you solve. I love it. Great job. Okay. So the reason I ask you what problem do you solve is because through these conversations, you're going to find out if somebody has a problem that you solve. Maybe it's a financial issue, right? Most of you are in network marketing. You have a business opportunity that you can give somebody. What is the problem that you solve? So through conversations, you're going to be finding out, do they have a problem that you can solve? And many times they're going to have a problem that you don't solve, and that's when you connect them with somebody else. Like there's people where it's like, I knew that I wasn't the right person. And it's like, no, Coach Jenny, you need to coach this person. This person will work great with you. Even though I had lost weight, I wasn't the right person to coach this person in that. And so I referred that person to Coach Jenny. Do I refer people? Yes, all the time. All the time I refer people. I refer people to other businesses. I refer people to other people. There's people on the screen that I've referred people to. Because as we're having more and more conversations, we're going to find the people that are really, really, that we can solve their problem. But if we can't solve their problem, I'm going to refer them to somebody else. I'll refer them to Tom. I'll refer them to somebody else, right? Okay. So with that in mind, how do we start the conversations? This posting on social media is our message out to the world. But number 2 is very important, commenting on other people's posts. Now that's commenting on our own posts, but it's also going and commenting on other people's posts. Now, here's the thing. This is what I want you to think about because a lot of people do not think about this very much. A lot of times you're on the news feed and you don't see something that you can comment on. Raise your hand if you've ever scrolled the news feed and it's like you didn't want to comment on anything because it all looked like junk. Just like looked ridiculous. Anybody ever thought that? Okay. On days like this, I'm going to show you a little trick that you can do with your Nowsite platform to help with that, okay? So AJ made the post. I have so much to be thankful for. I can write in his comments, yes, that's true. But that may not start as powerful of a conversation as I want. And remember, I'm always looking for the person that I can solve the problem, right? So I can go and click on his name and I can come over here and start looking at other posts that I could possibly comment on to start that conversation instead. Just because it's in the newsfeed doesn't mean that that's the one I have to comment on. He doesn't know if his other post was in the newsfeed or not. He doesn't know if I can, unless he's on this screen here, which he's not, but he doesn't know that I came over to his site to find something else to start a conversation about. So many times on the news feed, I will go and look and see, is this somebody I would want to have a conversation with? Is this somebody who could possibly use my product, who I could possibly help? Is there any possibility of that? And if the answer is yes, then it go over. If the post itself isn't the one that I want to comment on, that I think I can start a powerful conversation on, then I'm going to go through the other posts. I wouldn't do anything for a Klondike bar, but I do some sketchy stuff for some tacos. Okay, so we have tacos in common. We talked about tacos yesterday, remember? So, okay. Full moon, not a lot there. Don't quit, get better every day, and success will be in your future. So I know this person is positive, has a positive mindset. Here's a little song I wrote called Where the Hell Did My Weekend Go? Perfect. This is the one I would comment on, right? And then what I do is I am going to watch this. I am going to, that didn't work out very well, did it? I'm going to go like this. And now I'm going to come over to the Nowsite system. Okay. Now I'm going to start a conversation. I'm going to upload the thing that I just screenshotted. Okay. I'm going to put this in here and I'm going to say to him, what additional instructions here? If I don't know what else to say, I can leave it alone and just hit generate. Maybe I want to make very clear where it is that I want to go. Now we're going to take a look. We should have Jeopardy music for when this is. Do, 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 do. And what the AI is doing is actually looking at the photo. Okay. Now that's it. Hey there. That Kermit meme you posted made my Monday. Where did our weekends disappear to? Anyways, let's make more this week awesome. Okay, that's fine. But I could say include how living our life in a way that makes every day amazing is so important to overall happiness. What are you doing to get more of the life you are wanting? Okay, then of course you want to. Now, I can add instructions in here. Now, here's the thing about the instructions. I don't have to use them. But if I put instructions in there, that I can get this maybe more in of a direction that I want it to go. That Kermit meme truly captures the Monday feels. As we embark on another week, what are you doing to bring more joy into your life? Remember, living our life in a way that makes every day amazing is important to our overall happiness. Let's crush this week. If I think that this is way too long, I can cut parts of it out if I want to. I can also just regenerate if I don't like it quite the way it is. Now, it seems like a lot of time to take on one post, but remember, my goal is to actually start a conversation, a real conversation, not just to post something to post it. So the Kermit meme sums up my weekend perfectly, but it got me thinking, how are you living every day to make each moment amazing? I'm trying to add more joy and gratitude into my daily routine. What are you doing to get more out of the life you want? Would love to hear your thoughts. Okay, now here's the thing. That's great, but raise your hand if you think it's a little long. Even for War and Peace here, which is Adrian's nickname for me because of Tolstoy, it's even a little long for me, right? So I'm still going to copy it to the clipboard. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to come over here to AJ's post, and I'm going to go ahead and post it. And then I'm going to take some stuff out of here. And what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to take this about the meme out and then change this to this. Got me thinking. How are you living every day to make each moment amazing? I'm trying to add more joy and gratitude in my daily routine. What are you doing to get more of the life you want? Would love to hear your thoughts. That's it right there. And then I'm just going to post. Okay, now I've got the post on there. Now, the thing that I want you to remember in this is that I can very simply say, hey, that's a great post. Okay, anybody ever done that? Hey, that's a great post. I can put an emoji sign. I could do all of that. But how much of a conversation is that going to really start? We want to make our social media very calculated in what we do. We're here to start conversations, right? So in following step 2 here, we want to make sure that we're starting conversations, but the conversations don't have to be just birthday messages. I can start making comments on posts. And there's the other way that I could have done this with AJ is I could have done the original part of this and just said, hey, that great meme. This really got me thinking a lot. And then part 2, I could have taken all the rest of this and sent him a message. And I said, I'm trying to add more joy and gratitude into my life. What are you doing to get more out of your life? Would love to hear your thoughts. I could have taken the other part and sent it as a personal message to start that conversation as well, depending on how well I know the person. Is this making sense to you guys? I know you can't see me. I promise I'm not waving my hands or doing funky things with my hair. Okay, I may be touching my hair, or somebody told me I touch my hair a lot, but all right, wave your hands if that was helpful. Just let me know, was that helpful? Okay, now we're going to make a post, but what I want you to do, I'm going to keep sharing my screen because it won't make nothing today is going to make sense unless I share my screen. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to make a post now, right? We're going to post on social media. Now, this should be with a thought of what problem do I solve? What advice can I give? What inspiration can I give? What kind of conversations do I want to be having? What do I want to show people about my life? What is important to me that they should know? Because the truth is, Ginny and Paul and all of the leaders on here, same as me, are going to tell you one thing. You don't want every single person in your business. Some people are not the right fit for you. So the more authentic you are in the truthfulness of who you are, the more you'll find your actual tribe. So let's go make a post, and we're going to go ahead and make a post here on social media. It's a free day. Make whatever kind of post you want. Sam Silver is here. I have missed you so much. Good to see you, honey. All right. So Wednesdays are really great. We have Wealth Wednesday when we talk about the reason we did our businesses and why taking in multiple streams of income are important. We could also do Wealth Wednesday in the way Ray Higdon does, where it's more about giving wealth to others, maybe putting some money into a diaper box or something else, what we're going to do today to show gratitude to others. It could be advice on really taking wealth seriously and not waiting to the end of your life to actually start thinking about things, right? Any of those things will work, but again, I want you to think about what problem do you solve and what person do you want to have a conversation with? Everybody good with that? Okay, so let's go over to caption and suggested image. Actually, do I have some cute images? Do I have any good images right now? Did I take any pictures yesterday? Más o menos. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this instead. Okay, we're going to do caption and suggested image. So when you don't have an image, you can actually have the AI give you an image. Okay. And let's do this. When you think about the things that you want to do in your life, comma, what is stopping you? Question mark. Now, I'm going to correct this. And that's all I'm going to put in the AI. I want to see what the AI will give me. Remember, I like to use the AI more and more and have the AI do more and more of the work for me instead of me having to write everything, right? Okay, so let's come over here. What's stopping you from chasing your dreams? Whether it's fear or insecurity, remember you have the power to overcome. Growing up was tough for me, but I turned my life around and created a successful path. Learn to rewrite your mindset and watch the magic happen. So here's one way that I can start conversations. Does anybody blog here, want to write a book, want to write a training, want to write a teaching, want to be a speaker someday? Am I in the right room? Nobody wants to do that? I'll go find the people. No? No, one person wants to either be a speaker or wants to say something. Okay. All right. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you something really neat, neat way to start conversations without sounding pushy. Okay. Now, we all know the colored background, right? We've gone over that a couple of times, but I'm going to change the image. I'm going to find this image search, and I'm going to show you a different way of doing this. Let's do, if I could type and see, that would be helpful. It's a requirement of, oh, I loved that. Okay. Aha. This is perfect. All right. I just have to I'm going to move this over here so I can actually see everything. Don't you just love it when technology challenges happen? All right. For those of you who have just come on, please forgive me. My computer is dying and it just completely freaked out at the beginning of this. We've tried everything to reset it and we're just getting through this. So, but we can do this together. Okay. Perfect. This is perfect. Okay. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to add text to my image. First, I'm going to cancel. What I want to do is put this a little bit more in the proportion that I want to use, right? Okay. Now, I'm going to add text to the image. I'm going to pull this down. I'm going to make the text bigger. Okay. Now I'm going to take the background and make it just a little bit darker, just so you could see it a little bit more. Okay. And then I'm going to hit OK. All right. Now, last part. Color. I know many of you are confused at this point going, what on earth is she doing? Yes. Okay. So whether you're writing a blog post, a training, a teaching, you're doing research, one great way to start conversations is to ask people about that. What's stopping you from chasing your dreams? Help me with your answers for my new book. So I've been in the process of writing a book. And this is a great way for me to do research and start conversations at the exact same time. I'm going to make this in a square because it shows up at Instagram and all the other platforms better. I'm going to hit add. Now, I've got this. So what's stopping you from chasing your dreams? Whether it's fear or insecurity, remember you have the power of overcoming. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit get started. I'm going to hit post. I'm going to download this image. I'm going to come over to Facebook, and I'm going to take this over to Instagram too, and all these others. I'm going to add to my post. I'm going to put the photo in there first. What's stopping you from chasing your dreams? Help me with your answers for my new book. I'm going to pop this in here, and I'm going to take a little bit of this out and edit. What's stopping you from your dreams? Whether it's fear or insecurity, remember you have the power to overcome. I'm going to take out this to start more of a conversation. I'm going to put this here. Let me know the comments below what prevents you from going after your dreams. Fear, insecurity, people pleasing. Whether it's fear or insecurity, remember you have the power to overcome, and I'm going to leave it like that. Now, a couple things that this is going to do. If you're not writing a book, you can say a training. One other fun thing that you can do in here to get even more conversations going is if you do trainings, you could say, if you put a comment in below, I'll give you a free ticket to my upcoming training or something like that. That will get people onto your Zooms and onto your things. Does that make sense to you? Make sense? Okay. Creative ways to start conversations, creative ways to get people in front of your things. So if it wasn't a book, I could say doing research for my next training. If you let me know your comment below, and then you get a free ticket to my next class or something like that, right? Okay. So I hit next and then I am done. All right. Let's do a 5-minute timer. Let's go ahead and get ours done. First of all, were there any questions about that? Everybody good?
I love that, Elizabeth. I love that you could use that for a podcast too.
Absolutely. It's perfect for a podcast. Anybody who's podcasting or thinking about doing a podcast, this is a great way to not only get conversation started, but to get people over to your podcast.
Elizabeth, how are you? Fantastic today.
Hi, Ariel. Sorry you can't see me.
Elizabeth, can you show us again, please? I'm sorry, how you put the two colors on the text there.
Oh, that's a new one you guys haven't seen before, right? Okay, yes, I will show you. I'm going to do the
Okay.
5-minute timer so everybody does do their work. So let me set up the timer and then I'm going to show you guys how to do that again. All right. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. I'm going to share my screen. And again, I apologize if you're watching on Facebook or in here, my computer just kind of freaked out right when this started. My cameras won't work. Half of my stuff isn't working right now. I've tried to reset. We've reset Zoom. We've reset my computer. I think it's just dying. I think it's finally decided that it's at end of life. I don't know what's going on, but we're getting through this together. So thanks so much for your patience. I am a real person. I really am. You just can't see me right now. All right, let's do this. I'm going to share screen. And this is really fun. So many times we want to have two different colors in our posts that we make, and we're like, we can't do that. Now, it is a little creative to do this. We can do it. So let me show you how we're doing that. First thing that I did was I copied some of the wording from here in the post. So many times when I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it from here, right? I'm going to change image. And when I hit image, search, I searched fear. Okay. And then I found this kid under the covers or under pillows. Okay. So that's the first one I did. The next step that I do for those of you who are writing the steps down, first step, find the photo that you want to use. Second step, size the photo to approximately the size that you want to use. This landscape view is great for Facebook Not so good for Instagram or other things. So if I want to use one photo on multiple platforms, I will do it more to a square, which is much better for those platforms. So I'll come and just bring in the edges itself first, and then I'll leave the last part of the sizing to the end. Okay, so that's my second step, is to size the photo. Second step, size photo. Third one, add text to image. Now, this will be twice that we will be doing this if you want to do different colors, because you can't do it all at once. So the first thing I'll do is, what's stopping you from chasing your dreams? I will come over and bring this down to where I can see it. And then I'm going to put that like this. What's stopping you from chasing your dreams? Okay, I've got that part here. And that's about it. Look and see how much space you're leaving at the top, because you want to try to leave about that same amount of space at the bottom. And it takes a couple times practicing this to be able to do this right. Last thing I'm going to do is change the overlay opacity in the back just a little bit, just so I can make that font pop just a little bit more. Because if I darken it a little, it will. Okay, now I'm going to hit OK. Now I know the second set of color isn't there yet, but we have to do that in a second tier because it doesn't allow me to do both at the same time. So I'm going to hit OK. Now, this is what I have so far. I actually could have gone further up on that, but I can't change it once it's on there, so I'll just work with it. Okay, now what I'm going to do is add text to the image again. Doing research. So the way Sam would do this is for my podcast, right? Doing research for my next podcast. If you're doing a training, you'd say doing or a course, doing research for my next course. Okay. And then I'm going to take this down and do it like this. I'm going to put this here. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the color of this. And maybe I want that to be green. Maybe I want it to be blue. Maybe I want it to be red. And what you could do is just kind of come up here and go to all these different things, right? And then if you come down here to the color things, you could actually start seeing which colors might look really great here. So I could do red or I could do green. All right. Raise your hand if you like the green. Okay, raise your hand if you like the red. Nobody wants red, everybody wants green, one person likes red. Okay, greens win. I'm going to do this. Now I am going to go font size like this. And I'm going to center this. Now, what's stopping you from chasing your dreams, doing research for my next course? So the way you would do this to start more conversations and get more people on your platform overall, if you wanted to go that direction, like Sam, you're doing a podcast, you do trainings, you do teachings, you do a Zoom, maybe you're doing a group coffee, a group get together, something like that. You'll do it like that. Now let's go over and look. What's stopping you from chasing your dreams, doing research for my next course? I'm going to bring this down just a little bit and square it off just a little bit more. And that's one way that you can actually correct for it not quite being centered, is that's why I leave the extra space in there. And then I add. There we go. What's stopping you from chasing your dreams, doing research for my next course? And then what I could say is, what's stopping you from chasing your dreams, whether it's fear or insecurity, remember you have the power to overcome. And that's okay. But what's stopping you from chasing your dreams? Let's see. Let's rewrite your mindset. Watch it. Nah. So we're going to use part of it like we did before. I'll save the new photo. I'll hit post. And now I'm going to take some of that out, because really what I want to do is just put the top part in there. What is stopping you from your dreams? I'm going to start there. Doing research for my next course. Want to make sure that that matches. Let me know what is stopping you in the comments below, and I will give you a ticket to my next course for helping me out with this research, helping me with this research. Okay. So first of all, we got to correct all the spelling issues. All right. Now, whether it's fear or insecurity, remember you have the power to overcome. I'm going to take that part out, and then I'm going to leave the bottom part right there. Okay. All right. What's stopping you from chasing your dreams, doing research for my next course? Let me know what's stopping you in the comments below, and I'll give you a ticket to my next course. I'll give you a free, always make sure that they know, free ticket to my next course for helping me in this research. If you're Sam, it's going to be, thanks for helping me with this research. I'll make sure you get shouted out in the podcast or something like that. That's another way to guarantee people. Now, this does two things. First of all, it's going to help your algorithm because a lot of people are going to be commenting back and forth. Second thing, it gives you more people to talk to. And then third, if you do have a platform where you can actually invite somebody to, you now have somebody who's interested in being on that platform. So let's go ahead and hit video. I'm going to go ahead and post the new photo. This is what it looks like. What's stopping you from chasing your dreams? I hit next. I hit post. What's stopping you from chasing your dreams? Doing research for my new course. Somebody reads that and says, oh, what? Doing research, what? And then they come up here and then they start to read. Does that make sense to everybody? Perfect. Okay. All right. Let's
beautiful, Elizabeth. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Ariel. I'm glad that was helpful. Okay, couple quick questions. I don't have time to showcase posts because of the second demo, but if you add one that you were going to showcase, I'm happy. Yeah, Blakester, I'm sorry, I did chop their toes out, didn't I? Let's go through questions super quick though, because I've got to jump to my next meeting, which I don't know how I'm going to be on camera for that one either. Okay, Pamela.
My question was, you know how you sometimes give us advice to change something or put something on the words when we have a picture on Facebook?
Yes.
I'm glad you did that, but when the picture is already on Facebook, how do you put the words on it after that?
Okay, so the only way you could do that is download the photo back into your computer, upload it into the Nowsite system or into something like Canva, and then put words on it and then put it back on Facebook.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Vicky?
How did you do that screenshot? Make a copy of the picture? I'm sure everybody else but me knows how to do it. But
Perfect.
how did you do that? What are the steps to the screenshot?
If you're on Mac, it's it's a Command Shift 4 that you hit, and then it gives you this little thing right here. If you're on Windows, it's a tool called Snippy Tool.
Oh, okay. I know how to snip it. Okay.
That's all it is.
Thanks.
Awesome. Jenny, did you have a quick question?
I did. I want to know if there is a way to make a variegated color background. I know how to change the color to take a picture, darken it out, put all one color. But is there a way to do, like a red to yellow or something like that?
No, not on this platform yet. I think
Okay.
it's great. The only place you're going to be able to do that is like Canva or PicMonkey at this time.
Okay, great. Thank you.
All right. Again, I apologize for all the computer issues. Hopefully my tech guy can fix them. If not, we'll be having to buy a new computer, I guess. So we'll figure it out. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for your patience today during this. I hope this was helpful. Remember to send your questions into me or bring your questions here. Happy to do whatever kind of demo you need to show you more about how the Nowsite system can help you. And I will see you guys tomorrow on My AI Live at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific. Have a great day, everybody. Love you all. Feel free to unmute.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Appreciate you.
Bye,
Oh,
Elizabeth.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Sam.
Yeah.
Love you guys. Thank you,
Thank
Vicky.
you.